Today we are discussing R programming unit 1 and chapter 3. Now in this one, the topics available in this one are manipulating objects, viewing objects within objects, constructing data objects, forms of data objects. In those forms of data objects, we are performing testing as well as converting. Now coming to the first topic in this one is manipulating objects. Already we know there are many objects are available of type vector, matrices, data frames, and lists. In those objects, we are initially manipulating the vectors. Now coming to the vectors, vector manipulation, manipulation of matrix and data frames, manipulation of lists. Now coming to the manipulation of vectors. Here, vector is a one-dimensional object. Here we are performing selection and displaying certain parts, sorting and rearranging, returning logical values, etc. Now the first one is selecting and displaying parts of a vector. Now this is about the data one. Here data one of one, it selects only one item from that one. It selects the first item and it selects the third item and it selects the items from first to third, and here it selects the items except the first item. But here we are selecting some of the items by using combine command 1, 3, 4 and 8. Here we are selecting the items based on the condition, that is data 1 greater than 3. Now coming to this one, just here we are mixing the relational operators with the logical operators. Now coming to the some additional operations we are performing here. Length of data 1. It also counts the NA items also. Now coming to the max of data 1. It can display the maximum value which is available in the data 1. Here you can use the which can display the position of the value. What is actually the position of the value means? Where the data 1, where the maximum value of the data 1 is available, it can display the value as 11. Now we can also use the sequence. Sequence means it is similar to the for loop, other programming languages. Now coming to the sequence, it starts with the start and end. Finally, you start with the 1 and ends with the 10. Now we can specify some interval like 1, 2 or etc. Now coming to the data 5, this is about the list of months. Here we are displaying starting from last 6 items. Now it can display like this, July to the December. Now you can also use the which operator here. Data 5 is equal to max of data 5. Now data 5, max of data 5, it can display the maximum value of this one. Now coming to the next one, it is also manipulating vector, sorting and rearranging. Sorting is the very useful command. It will sort the values which are available in the vector. Now normally the sorting is performed based on the ascending order. You can also specify descending order of sorting. Here NA dot last is the property which we are using, which can specify, we are specifying the NA values at the end, at the first, or we are eliminating the NA values. Now this is about the NA dot last property. Now coming to the order, it is also very important one. It can specify the indexing scheme which is available in this one. It can display the order of the indexes which are available in the original vector. Now coming to the rank, it is also very useful one. We can perform the rank based on some conditions, based on the maximum, minimum and average values. We are performing we are giving ranks to the some of the students, etc. Now coming to the logical values, we can also specify some set of logical values also. Here you can choose like this. This is about the relational and equalize operator. Here it comes to the data 1 is equal to 6. Whenever the 6 comes, it will display the true, otherwise it will display the false values. Now coming to the manipulation of matrix and data frames. Selecting the first topic here is selecting and displaying the parts of a matrix or data frame. Matrix or data frame are the objects which are two-dimensional. We can specify row and column combination and extracting the values which are available in the data frame as well as matrix. Now coming to the select parts of the data frame object. Here we can select the data frame objects based on here one data frame is there, that is MF 3,3. Now we can specify third row and the third column, that is 45. Here also we can specify 3,1:4. Third row, from that third row we are specifying the 4 columns, that is 1 to 4, and starting from the length to the NO3 we are displaying. Now coming to the select parts of the matrix data objects. In the matrix data object, the values which are available in the matrix are similar type of objects. Now we can use different types of comments based on the matrix also. Or we can easily test it is a data frame or matrix by using the class command or class function. Now coming to the sorting and rearranging the matrix or data frame. Here, based on the data frame, we are performing the operations, the sort operation or etc. based on the columns. Now data frame is a very useful data objects which is completely column based. Now we can perform some set of operations on the matrix differently compared to the data frame. Here also we can perform sort operation, order and rank, etc. Now coming to the manipulating lists. Here list is a very useful object which contains the collection of vectors. Now if you see like this my dot list, it contains these are the sum of the vectors. If you specify the str command, it can specify like this dollar symbol, dollar something, etc. Now coming to the again manipulating this one, manipulating list. Here we can display or we can use dollar symbol to specify or display the vectors which are available in the list. Now next topic, coming to the next topic, viewing objects within objects. Here looking inside complicated data objects. Here some of the complicated objects which are available here. From the complicated objects we can extract the data by using dollar. Dollar is the symbol which is used to link between the object name as well as the objects which are available in the list as well as the columns which are available in the data frame. Students are learning. Sir, recording జరుగుతా ఉంది మా సార్ 10 నిమిషాలు ఆగొస్తాను. ఓకే చూడండి, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, this is the second topic, opening complicated data objects. Here attach is the command which is used to attach the complicated objects to the R environment. In that R environment, by using the attach command and then the commands which are performed based on the objects also specified. Here this is about the attach, MF, etc. Here quick looks at the complicated data objects. Here we can, some complicated data objects is there which contains some large number of rows. We can display some set of rows from the top or we can display some set of rows from the bottom also. Head is the command which is used to display the some set of rows from the top. And next, tail is the command which is used to display the some set of rows from the bottom. Here one instruction we are additionally added to this one, that is n is equal to instruction. Here by using the n is equal to instruction or parameter or attribute, we can specify how many number of rows from the top or how many number of rows from the bottom we can add. Now coming to the viewing and setting names. Here we can set the names for the rows or we can set the names for the column by mixing all the things. Some set of columns are there, some set of rows are there. We can easily specify or you can easily set the names for that one. Names is the command which are using to set the rows for the data frame as well as matrix. Row dot names are also used, row names, call names, and then DAM names also we are using. Some dimensional names which can specify row names as well as column names. Okay, comes to the third one, constructing data objects. Already just we are using data objects directly. How we can construct the data objects? What are the data objects which are available? We can easily construct the vectors, but we are unable to create the matrices, data objects, the data frames, and lists directly. By using some set of commands, we are creating the lists, matrices, data frames, etc. Here, initially the starting one is making the list. List command is used to create the list. Here you can see MOW, UMOW, data 3, data 7, data 8. Data 7, data 8, etc. From this one, we can use just going backwards. Here, this is a list command. From this one, we can use the MOW, UMOW, data 1, data 3, data 7, data 8. We are mixing all the things and creating the list by using the list command. Now, coming to the making data dot frame is the command which is used to create the data frames. Here it is a syntax my dot frame is equal to data dot frame of item 1 comma item 2 comma item 3 etc. Now here sample 1 contains some set of values and sample 2 contains some set of values including NA. Here sample 1 semicolon sample 2 it can display sample 1 as a first row, sample 2 as a second row. Now comes to this one, my dot frame is equal to data dot frame of sample 1 comma sample 2. Now from this one, it can display or it can provide my dot frame is the my dot frame contains sample 1 and sample 2. Sample 1 as the first column, sample 2 as the second column. Now coming to the constructing data objects. Now here making the matrix objects. Here we are using three different types of commands to create the matrix objects. Cbind is the command that is a column bind, and rbind is the command that is a row bind, matrix command. Cbind is used to create the matrix which is completely based on the columns. Normally, the R programming language or data frame can take the column wise things. It can perform the operations based on the column wise. Here also Cmat is equal to column wise matrix equal to Cbind of sample 1 comma sample 2. Cmat can display the values based on the sample 1, sample 2. These are the columns. Now coming to the R matrix. This is rbind command sample 1, sample 2. It can take it as a sample 1, sample 2, etc. But some of the changes are occurred here. It cannot be a sample 1. It cannot be a sample 2. Here some changes. Sample 1, sample 2 we are performing. Now we can create some set of vector is there which contains large number of values. We can make it as a matrix by using the matrix command. Here all dot samples comma number of rows we are specifying, or we can specify n call also by using this one. We can performing the row wise matrices or otherwise column wise matrices. Here just these are not having any names. This row is specified as a 1 comma something, 2 comma something, column is specified as a comma 1 comma 2 etc. For those things we can perform the row names as well as column names by using the row name as well as call names command. Now coming to the forms of data objects. Now this is about the final topic in this chapter. Forms of data objects, testing and converting. Here already we used and we discussed about the str command as well as class commands. Str command cannot display directly a name of the object. It can display some of what type of data is available and how many number of objects are there, etc. Clear information about the object. But class command can display like it is a vector, it is a data frame, or something, it is a matrix, and it is a list, etc. By using the str as well as class command, we can see which type of object it is, whether it is a data frame, matrix, or list. Here is we can also test using the if also. If of any class of test.subject is equal to test.type, this type of thing is equal to this one, it is true. It can display the true value, or otherwise it can display the false value. Now coming to the second one is converting from one object form to another, one object form to the another. Here these are the list as well as the data frame and then matrix. These are the two-dimensional objects, or a list is a multi-dimensional object. Now we can easily convert the some matrix to the data frame or data frame to the matrix, but we are unable to convert directly from matrix to the list. First of all, we have to convert the matrix to the data frame and then data frame to the list. Here initially we are converting a matrix to a data frame, If you are converting to the data frame, we have to use the command like as.data frame. If you are converting to the matrix, you have to use the command like as.matrix, etc. Or you are converting to the list, you have to use as.list command. Here we are using as.data.frame command, which is used to convert the matrix to the data frame. Here one matrix is there, that is, now we can make it as a data frame. Mat to frame is equal to as.data.frame of mat. Now coming to the second one, convert a data frame into the matrix. Convert data frame into the matrix. Here we are using as.matrix command. As.matrix. Grass.mat is equal to as.matrix of grass.thing. Here from this one, grass.mat. This is, it can display the matrix like this, MOW, UMOW as a two columns. You can display the matrix. Basically, it is the data frame. Grass2.mat is the matrix. It can display the matrix like this. Now convert the data frame into a list. Here, as.list is a very useful command. It can convert the data frame to a list. Only it can convert the data frame to a list. Now this is about the command. Here we are using frame.list is equal to as.list of mf, and frame.list we can display the values like this. Now coming to the convert a matrix into a list. Here if you convert a matrix to the list directly, it can display different types of data, and it is not suitable or it is not available to perform any type of operations. It is different type of things we are using. It is not performed, or it is not useful at all to perform any type of operations. Now coming to the here, you want to perform the matrix to a list means, first of all you have to perform the matrix into the data frame, and then you have to perform based on the data frame you are converting the data frame to the list. Now this is the command here we are using. Yr.list is equal to as.list of as.data.frame of yr.matrix. Now this is about the thing. Here initially var dot matrix is converted into the data frame, and then that data frame is converted into the list. Now finally it is assigned to the var dot list. Now this is the proper way to convert the data frame matrix into the data frame. Sorry, matrix into the list. Now convert a list to a something else. Here we are using, yeah, it is also the similar process. List is converted into the otherwise. Initially, the list must be, the list is also directly not converted into the matrix. It is initially converted into the data frame and then go for the conversion of matrices. The list also not directly converted to the data frames. But coming to this one, here this is the, here we are also specifying some warning also here. If you try to make a matrix object from a list in one operation, you get an unusual results. It is more desirable to convert the list to a data frame first and then make the matrix from this point.